get out and struggle to try to find a job that's making as much as I'm making, and I refuse to work at Walmart or I don't know, the mall. And nothing against those people, but it's like if you've been living a certain standard of life, you kind of don't really want to go down. Okay, so that in a nutshell, that's what it is. I'm spoiled and I don't want to be unspoiled. Welcome to my life as I live it. I'm Army Princess, the mother, wife, and soldier, and I want to share this journey with you. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe now so you don't miss a moment of it. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. So it's Army Princess here, and today I'm going to do just a little bit of Q&A for you all. So before I even get started, I just want to say hey to all of my new subscribers, because I know that I recently, like literally within the last 2 weeks, I've gained like 300 subscribers. So I have a lot of new subscribers who don't know me. They know, you know, Army Princess, and they know me from my bathtub routine, probably my pamper routine, because it went a little bit viral. And if you haven't seen it, you may want to check it out. But that people don't really know me because they're just now tuning into my channel. So with that being said, I felt that this was the best appropriate time to do a little bit of Q&A about me, and this video is actually a collab, and it's my first collab. So someone reached out to me, somebody from the military community, and I am always down to support my military females. I have a lot of military females that I am subscribed to, and I thought this was the perfect time to come on and do a Q&A because people know Army Princess, but they don't know Ashley. And actually, I have recorded a why did I join the military video, which is a little bit lit, and I haven't had the time to edit it, so it will be up soon. Make sure you look out for that in the next week or so. So make sure you go ahead and subscribe because you do not want to miss a video, because I do upload every week. And make sure you tap that little bell at the bottom right down there, because you may miss an upload if you don't tap the bell. So that bell will notify you that I have uploaded a video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I know I'm going to get questions about my lipstick because hunty baby, it is fall time and I love me a dark lip. When I say I picked this up from the PX, or you can get it from your local beauty supply store or drugstore, and it's Wet n Wild. I don't know the name, but I will list it below. But I love this lip, y'all. I love it. Okay, let me find the questions that she asked me, because these are questions about me military wise actually, and there's 10 questions. So number 1, why did you do active duty? So you all will find out in my why did I join the military video why I went active and not reserve or National Guard. But I chose to go active because at the time when I was joining the military, I was trying to leave, and I feel like I didn't really know anything about National Guard or Reserve in general anyway. It just wasn't something that I was even thinking of doing. All I knew was active Army. So I was trying to leave, so I was like, sign me up, I'm here, I'm ready, sign me up. So that's why I did active duty, because I didn't really even know that there was a National Guard or Reserve. Number 2, why did you choose to stay dual when you got married and your contract was up? If you haven't seen my Who Was Thirsty First video, or How Did We Get Married, please check that out. I'll list that one above. My husband and I are active duty, so we are dual military. So, I mean, you can't really get out once you get married. That's not really an option. You can get out if you get pregnant, and I did not choose that option because I had my daughter while I was in, but you can't really get out when you're married. So you just are 2 military people who get married and you stay in together. Now, my contract did end, or it was going to end before my husband's contract, and at that time I had the option to honor my contract, which was initially 5 years and get out, or re-enlist. And I chose to re-enlist because we had just gotten married, and we would have only been married for a year, and I would have been getting out. And really at that time I really wasn't trying to get out. Like, the military was something I was liking, something I wanted to further pursue. So getting out really wasn't an option to me at that time. Like, I really wasn't interested in exiting the military, so I did choose to re-enlist for another 3 years, I believe, and that let me follow him to Germany. So Germany was our second duty assignment after we got married in Japan. Do you have any plans to go from green to gold? I thought about going from green to gold, and for people who don't know what green to gold is a military program that allows you to kind of like take a break from the Army. I don't know what's the best way I could put it. So you're in the Army, you're going to college, but you're actually doing your Army job. So Green to Gold is a program that allows you to kind of take a break from the Army. You go to school full time. Like, that's all you do is go to school like a regular college student, but you're still technically in the Army, a part of the military, but you're going to school for 2 years. And then once you finish school, you come back to the Army and you become an officer. So you go from enlisted to officer. You now have that degree, so you kind of change jobs and you do that degree. I thought about going green to gold. I kind of really wanted to do it, but you have to have certain test score averages to even be considered to get into that program, and I don't have that score. My math is my downfall. You plan to stay in 20 years. I have just hit 10 years this January. So January made 10 years for me. And up until the 10-year mark, I was like, I'm getting out, I'm getting out, I'm getting out. I got my degree when I was in Germany. I was like, I got my degree, I'm getting out, I'm getting out. And then I end up re-enlisting again. And then I end up having my daughter. And that changes the whole playing field, because it's like, I got a baby now. Okay, I'm married, but anything can happen. And I got a baby now. And I refuse to get out and go work at Walmart, because it's hard out here in the streets. Let me tell y'all, it is hard to find a job. And I feel like there are people who have degrees that don't have jobs, or don't make as much as they probably should be making because of their degree. Because I'm dual military, and this is a totally different video, but because I'm dual military, we both get money for housing. It's called BAH. So I have grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And basically, at the end of the day, that's what it is. That's what I told my mom. I've grown accustomed to a certain lifestyle, a certain standard of life. You can call me a little bit spoiled. I mean, we go on a big family trip every year. We do small family trips throughout the year. We own 2 houses. So for me to leave the military and struggle to find a job making what I'm making now is a headache for me, and I don't want to do it. And I know my job, I know the Army, I've been doing it for 10 years, and it sounds bad, but it's like I can stay. It's not that bad that I can't stay in another 10 years. Obviously, I've been doing it for 10 years, so I can stay in for 10 years, for 10 more years, and receive full benefits, full honors, keep getting a paycheck, or I can get out and struggle to try to find a job that's making as much as I'm making. And I refuse to work at Walmart or, I don't know, the mall. And nothing against those people, but it's like, if you've been living a certain standard of life, you kind of don't really want to go down. Okay? So that, in a nutshell, that's what it is. I'm spoiled, and I don't want to be unspoiled. Best and worst thing about the Army. Whew. So let's start with the worst thing. The worst thing is that you don't have really a say. Like, it's not your Army, and this ain't Burger King. So if you don't like something too bad, too sad, you gotta do it anyway. And there are a lot of things that you have to do that you don't want to do or don't really agree with. But at the end of the day, this is a volunteer service. Like, nobody, it's not a draft where they made me come down when I turned 18 and sign my name and join. I volunteered to do this. I love what I do, as far as, you know, helping patients and supporting the war fighters. I love that. But there are things that I don't like to do and things that I don't agree with that I have to do. So I would say that's probably the worst part. The best part is learning new things, meeting new people, traveling, the advantages that the Army offers you. Free school, free medical care, you know what I mean? You get to travel, you get to meet different people, see different things, have different experiences. I feel like I have grown so much in the past 10 years as a person. because of the Army. I feel like, I'm not even gonna say I feel like, I know that if I had not joined the Army and I stayed at home, I would not be who I am today. I would probably not be the best quality of person that I could be if I didn't join the military. I do not ever regret joining the military. Not one day in my life do I regret joining the military. Did you have, this is number 6. Did you have family in the Army? I do have family in the Army. Well, going back, my father was in the Army. He was in Vietnam. He's deceased now, so I guess technically I did have family in the Army. But currently, when I joined the military, my cousin was in the Marines. So he wasn't in the Army, he was in the Marines, and that's kind of like a little role model, I would say. I didn't really, you know, talk to him on a daily basis and know him like that, but it was something that was honorable to me, and I wanted to do that. So I had family in the military, but in the Army, no. Number 7, do you think about any other branches? Nope. No. Now I will say, and this is like the joke of the Army, or the joke that's going around, is like Air Force is easier. I don't know if Air Force is easier because I've never been in the Air Force, but I will say the Air Force is way more lenient in probably everything that they do. They can wear jewelry, they can wear earrings, and that's my biggest, I'm so jealous that they get to wear earrings every day, because we can't wear earrings, we can't wear nail polish. So, I mean, you can wear makeup, and if you haven't seen my Get Ready With Me Army edition, check that out, but it's very bland and it's very monotone. So, but do I regret joining the Army and wish I would have joined the Air Force? No, because Army is, from what I know and when I came in, Army, you can pick your job. So that's the biggest important thing to me, is I know what I'm gonna be doing every day. I pick my job. Some of the other branches, they pick it for you. They're like, this is what you're gonna do based off of your test scores, or everybody's gonna do this, and then you branch out and we'll put you in these different jobs. And I didn't like the idea of that. I wanna know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna come to work and I'm volunteering to do this, like I said, it's a volunteer force, and I'm coming here every day and I'm doing things that I don't want to do on top of that, is I'm going to pick a job that I want to do. So that's why I chose Army instead of any other branch. Do you like your MOS? Now this question is funny to me. And when I say that, it's because I always say I hate my job. Not that I hate my job in the military, but just, and I'm not gonna say I hate my job, but I am getting tired of dealing with patients every day. It's very, don't get me wrong, it's very rewarding to take care of our veterans and take care of our war fighters. I love that aspect, but at the end of the day, I'm in a customer service job. Customer service every single day can get very stressful. And I'm in a position now where I'm upper level management in my day-to-day. So I deal with complaints, and I deal with call-ins, and I deal with employees fighting with each other, and I deal with soldiers. I have soldiers that I take care of on top of that, making sure they're straight and they got everything straight and they're doing what they need to do. So do I hate my job, or what was the question? Do I like my MOS? Pharmacy, I'm gonna say yes, I like my MOS. I love being in the medical field every day. I love helping people. I know my job, but I'm getting to the point where I'm a little bit bored of it and stressed of it, and I feel like if you get to a point in your life where you don't really 100% enjoy what you're doing, then you should find something else, because it's gonna be a domino effect. I'm kind of like half and half. I really don't know how to answer that question. I'm half and half. Do I like my MOS? Yes. Do I feel like I could be doing more in another job? Definitely. Where have you been stationed? This is number 9. Where have you been stationed? So I have been stationed in Japan, Germany, Maryland, and last but not least, Georgia. So those are my 4 duty stations And my first duty station was the best duty station. I love Japan. I could go back tomorrow if they tell me I had to. Would you be happy if your daughter wanted to join the army? This is a juicy question. Ooh. I would say I would. I would be proud of her. If she told me tomorrow that she wanted to join the army, I would not discourage her from joining. I would school her. I would school her on everything that I can. But from the time I joined to now, which was 10 years ago, the army has changed. So from now until the next 18 years or 15 years when she's eligible to join the military, it's probably going to change. So hopefully it changes for the best. But if she told me tomorrow that she was going to join the military tomorrow, I would be proud of her, and I would not discourage her from joining. I would just really try to educate her on her best options and what she needs to do to be successful. And that was it, guys. Those are my 10 questions. I hope you learned a little bit of I hope you learned a little bit more about me and I guess who I am more on the military side. This really didn't answer any personal questions, but I'm thinking about doing a question and answer, like just an overall question and answer, nitty gritty. If you all have any questions for me, please let me know in the comment section if you're interested in a question and answer and any questions you may have. Also, make sure you follow me on my social media on Instagram, which is Army Princess. And you can leave questions there. I post I post pictures like every single day on my Instagram. So make sure you are following me. And again, thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my loyal subscribers. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.